Let's talk about how an ILIT works. Hey everybody, I'm Christopher Small, the owner of CMS Law Firm. We do estate planning, we do probate, we do it well. Today, as I mentioned, I'm going to talk about how an ILIT, an irrevocable life insurance trust, works. Before we get to that though, I want to remind you, if you have questions about this or anything else related to estate planning or probate, and you want to talk with us over the phone for free, you can do so by going to cmslawfirm.com. Okay, ILITs, irrevocable life insurance trusts. So this is something that we've been doing a little bit of training on at the firm. I thought it would be helpful and fun and exciting to run through it with you. Okay, so real quick, high level, irrevocable life insurance trust is an irrevocable trust, as the name implies, and it also is really designed to sort of hold and utilize life insurance. Now, why would you do this? There are a couple of different reasons. Number one, if you're just heavy on life insurance and you don't want it to be included in your estate, then you might create an irrevocable life insurance trust to hold those policies. Number two, if you have estate tax burdens that you want to be able to pay and you want to do so in an economical manner, you can use an irrevocable life insurance trust to do that, which maybe I'll talk about in a later video. And then the other times you just want to have a little bit of asset protection for your family, a little bit of money set aside for them in a way where you can specifically control it. It's a good opportunity to do that, and at a very cheap price. You know, you can buy a term life insurance policy for $100, can get a month, can get you $1 million of coverage in case something happens to you. Okay, so that is sort of what an ILIT is, sort of why you might want to use it. Let's talk about how to make one. Okay, let's make the sausage. Okay, so it's really sort of a straightforward and complicated all at the same time. So about 5 steps on how this thing works, but they're very important in the order that you follow and that you actually follow all of them if you want to take advantage of this trust. The disadvantage or the problem if you don't follow all of the steps is that the assets that you put into the trust will be counted as part of your estate. So you will essentially have to pay some estate tax on them, potentially, amongst other things. Okay? So let's talk about the order, the flow of the ILIT. So step one, typically you want to make the trust first. If you already have a life insurance policy, that's fine. You can work with that. But having the trust exist before you get the policy is typically the best strategy to make sure that everything works the way that you want it. To let the cat out of the bag, if you have a current life insurance policy and you move it into an ILIT, you have to live for 3 years after the transfer date for it to remain in the ILIT. If you die before that, it will be sort of sucked back into your estate. Okay? I think they really just don't want people to transfer life insurance policies right before they die. So that's the reason, right? So step one is to create this ILIT. When you create this ILIT, you are going to name a trustee. The trustee needs to be an independent person, okay? You cannot have control of this trust that you create. That is the sort of the point of the irrevocability, okay? You don't get to benefit, you don't get to run it. So you need to have a trustee. You need to have beneficiaries that are not you. They can be spouse, they can be family, they can be children, just not you, okay? So once you create this trust, the next thing that you are going to do is the trustee typically will open a trust bank account, okay? And get a tax ID number to do that, all right? Once that happens, tax ID number, we have a bank account, then you as the trust creator will deposit some cash into the trust account. This cash is going to be used to pay the premiums on the life insurance policy. Once the cash is in the account, then you have another step before you buy the policy. The step is this. You have to send a letter to the beneficiaries and let them know that they have the ability to withdraw the money from the trust for 30 days, okay? Don't ask me why right now. I'll talk about that separately later. Just know that it's a rule. You have to send them a letter, tell them, hey, you can take this money out for 30 days. If you don't take it out within 30 days, you lose the option to take the money out, okay? It's called a crummy letter, C-R-U-M-M-E-Y. I'll make another video on that too pretty soon. And I already have. Actually, I already have made a video, but it's deep in the archives probably. So once you put the money in, send the notice to the beneficiaries. Now the 30 days has passed, that money is stuck in the trust, which is right where we want it. Then you tell your trustee, okay, trustee, go buy a life insurance policy on me, okay, for $1 million. Now they go do that. You do whatever health stuff that you need to do. When the policy is issued, then the trust is going to pay the premiums. That's why you put the money into the trust. They pay the premiums, and then you basically just keep doing that over and over and over again, depositing money, paying the premiums for as long as you need to. Then when you are gone, when you die, that policy pays out into the trust, and the trustee will follow the directions of the trust to make sure that those assets are used in the way that you want, in a way that benefits your family, and in a way that reduces your estate tax burden. All right? Hopefully that made sense. If it did, great. If it didn't, shoot me a comment, question, let me know, and I'm happy to help. And as always, if you want to talk about this or anything else related to estate planning or probate, and you want to talk with us over the phone for free, you can do so by going to cmslawfirm.com. All right, that is it. As always, I am Christopher Small. I'm the owner of CMS Law Firm. We do estate planning, we do probate, we do it well. Thank you for your time. Thank you for your attention. I appreciate you, and I will talk to you again soon. See ya.